Alright you guys, we are back with another YouTube video. In today's topic, this was actually recommended by one of my subscribers. Anna, shout out to you. Thank you for giving me this idea. I didn't think much of it at first, but thinking about it now, I feel like this is something that could actually help some people out. So in today's topic, we're going to talk about the most productive morning routine, somewhere along those lines. I'll just basically break down my morning routine for you guys. This is what works for me. There's no right or wrong answer to this. All of it is personal preference, really. Some people like to be up early in the morning. Some people like to be up a little bit later. In my case, I like to get up super early. I work at 10 in the morning, so I like to have a head start, which lets me accomplish a few more things that I wouldn't have gotten done otherwise if I woke up later. So with my morning routine, I get up at 4 in the morning. The first thing that I do is I make my bed, as you guys can see. Some people say it's important, some people say that it's not. At least in my situation, it makes perfect sense for me. The reason I say that is because it starts the momentum of things throughout my day. It's a small victory in my eyes, so at least once my bed is made, I have like this sense of accomplishment, and it encourages me to want to do more things. I also use it as a parameter to set the tone for the day, because there are plenty of days where I don't want to make my bed at all. Sometimes I wake up late and I just want to rush to the gym or rush to work sometimes if I can't go to the gym. But no matter how late I am, no matter how I feel, I always prioritize making my bed. The second thing that I do is get ready for the gym. One thing that I will say, guys, is that there's no proper template to a morning routine. There's no one size fits all. There's no right answer. It all depends on your life's situation. I think what really makes a successful morning routine is that it's something that you could follow regardless of how you feel. I think that's the whole point of a morning routine, because some days you could wake up happy, some days you could wake up motivated, some days not so much. Some days you might feel a little bit more sluggish, some days you might feel a little down, but nonetheless, that's the whole point of a morning routine. It's there to keep you moving, it's there to keep you efficient, it's there to keep you on top of things. Anyways, back to my morning routine. One thing that I find really important is that you have to like the gym that you're going to. All of these morning routine videos that you guys watch, you probably hear it all the time. You're probably hearing that, oh, go to the gym in the morning, go to the gym in the morning, work out in the morning. But one thing that I'd like to add is that make sure that the gym you go to is a place that you actually like. If there's anything that I recommend you splurge a little bit more money on, I wouldn't really consider it splurging. I'd consider it investing, because it is investing into your physical and your mental health. This is just my opinion. I think no matter what you pay for a gym membership, I certainly think that it would cost you significantly less than a hospital bill over the long run. That's just the way I see it. I know that budget can be a little bit tighter for some, but I am a little bit extreme with myself, so that's kind of how I approach it. I would really recommend you invest in a nice gym membership. If you can, I really recommend you to stay away from the Planet Fitness, the Exports, the more of like the cheap gym memberships like the YouFit. The reason I say this is because not only you're not getting the best equipment, but I don't know how to say it properly, but it's kind of like you're entering an environment where the barrier to entry is a little bit lower. So I don't mean to make a harsh assumption, but a lot of the people who do go to these gym memberships who pay $9.99 a month don't really take their fitness level as seriously as someone who would go to a $60 a month gym membership or $100 to $200 a month membership. Most of those people aren't exactly as invested into their health, and I think environment is everything. So with all that said, I don't want you to ruin your progress, your drive, your motivation just because of the environment that you're in, just because you're in a place with not so nice equipment or with people who aren't trying to train in kind of like an exceptional way. So if you do have the funding or the budget, I would really recommend you coming up with enough money to invest in a nicer gym membership. Recently, I invested in an Equinox membership. It doesn't have to be Equinox, but just something a little bit nicer than a YouFit or a basic gym membership. I really recommend switching it up and paying a little bit more for your environment. I'm just working off with what I do with my morning routines. There is no right or wrong answer. Like I said before, Just make sure when you set your morning routine, these are certain parameters that you could follow, that you look forward to, that you enjoy. And even on the days you don't necessarily feel like doing these things, even on the days when you're a little bit down, these still are some guidelines that you follow to keep the momentum of your day going. So another thing that I have in my morning routine, and you guys have probably heard this from a bunch of other people or entrepreneurs, is avoiding your phone. In my case, I don't avoid my phone 100%. I do go on my phone in the morning. It's just that I don't use any apps that cause me to consume things. So whenever I do go on my phone in the morning, it's just to check any messages, or it's just to check, I would say, crypto markets or any kind of finance news. I don't necessarily go on people's stories. I don't scroll on my feed. Nothing like that. I just check my phone strictly for the purposes of if anyone's texted me or if there's anything going on at work. Sometimes I get notifications for work purposes. If there's something to post on my stories, then yes, I will go on my phone. But besides that, anything consumption related on my phone, I don't do it. I don't scroll. I don't watch videos. None of that. I strictly focus on me. And once I have all those things checked off for the day, once I'm done with the gym and I'm all showered up, the last thing that I do with my morning routine is just kind of make a to-do list. It's not exactly rigid because the to-do list can change depending on the day, but I do like having a general guideline or like a general idea of what I have planned out for the day. I really don't like my attention being taken away from me. It's something that absolutely makes me go insane. As much as possible, I do try to make a to-do list and have a very good idea of what I'm doing within each hour of the day. That just makes me more productive overall, and that's basically what allows me to squeeze so many things in one day. I highly recommend you guys to incorporate this into your morning routines. Plan for the day, plan ahead as much as possible, because if things are planned out, there's no need to rush. You reduce your stress, you're calmer, you could think a lot more clearly. But yeah, guys, that's basically my morning routine summed up for you. Like I said, it's not exactly a rigid morning routine because it all depends on the day, but these are the basic guidelines that I try to follow as much as possible to keep that momentum throughout my day, to make sure that I keep doing the things that I need to do, regardless if the motivation is there or not. Hopefully this gives you some kind of inspiration to, kind of sit down, think about it, and come up with a routine that suits your situation. The whole point of a morning routine is that it's something that keeps you in check. It's a certain guideline and parameter that you set for yourself. It gives you that momentum to start your day regardless of how you're feeling. Whether you're feeling good, whether you're feeling down, it's there to keep you moving. So anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. That's all I have for you today. I'll see you guys on the next one.